appreciate your being here. Looks like we may be the last. There may be somebody else to ask questions, but there was an internal review done at the FBI in 2019 to gauge compliance with FBI rules for handling high-profile, delicate cases known as sensitive investigative matters, SIMs. Generally involve activities of domestic public officials, political candidates, religious organizations. And the FBI's audit, turns out, found that in auditing 353 cases, there were 747 compliance errors in violation of FBI rules. To your knowledge, were any aspects of those 353 cases handled by the Cyber Division?
Sir, to the best of my knowledge, there were a handful of cyber cases that were part of that audit.
Well, I know members of Congress, Jamie Raskin and Nancy Mays, had requested a review of the FBI's domestic operation. Will the Cyber Division comply with that request?
Sir, are you referring to the DIOG, the Domestic Operations Guide?
Well,
I'm not sure.
They had made a request to review domestic operations, so.
Any request that's supported by the department and by the director of the FBI, I obviously will support.
Well, then I guess that's the question. Are they supporting? Question is, would you support them to the director?
Sir, I'd be happy to take back your request. I'm actually not familiar with what you're referring to.
And I'm not asking for any specifics, just numbers, but how many cyber cases have involved warrants for surveillance of any American citizens from the FISA court?
Sir, I couldn't even hazard a guess. I apologize.
So there'd be a lot.
Of U.S. citizens?
Right.
Sir, I don't know that answer off the top of my head. I apologize.
Well, how about generally speaking? More than 1,000?
No, sir.
Less than 1,000?
My best guess would be absolutely the latter.
Do you know if there's been any internal review like that one that we just found out about from 2019? Has there been any internal audit for 2020, 2021?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay. The cybercrime website on FBI.gov says the FBI is the lead agency for investigating cyber attacks and intrusions, and the division collects and shares intelligence and engages with victims while working to unmask those committing malicious cyber activities. According to a Department of Justice audit in 2017, the FBI disrupted or dismantled 262 high-level criminal operations targeting global U.S. interests. In 2014, we know that the cyber crimes your division disrupted 2,492, but in 2017, just 262. Has the track record improved since 2017? What was the reason for having so few compared to what your division's done before that?
Yeah, I'm unsure about the 2014 number and what that is or isn't referencing.
More concerned about 2017 when you didn't disrupt too many.
I guess my point, though, would be, like, I'm unsure of how the metrics were pulled in 2014 on that website.
Well, if you don't know, but I would sure like to find out, and I'd like to yield the rest of my time to Mr. Jordan.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Bondurant, were you involved in the original indictment and prosecution of Alexei Burkhoff?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'll yield back to the gentleman.
Okay, just quickly, does Cybercrime Division pay informants as part of cybersecurity investigations?
Sir, I'm not going to go into specifics about our source operational activity.
Well, I just asked a general question, do
I
you?
understand. That is always an option that we would consider if the circumstances are appropriate.
Okay, my time's expired.
The gentleman yields.